Good afternoon. My name is Dylan. I am 9 years old and I am from Alexandra Primary School. This is a robot that I made. It is called the Defender. So the part at the top is the shooter. Then the NXT brain is in the middle, as you can see. These are the sensors. I used the ultrasonic sensor to detect the distance, how far away from the object it is, and the color sensor. It detects what color the floor it is on. These are the wheels at the bottom. So basically how it works is that in autonomous mode, if the color sensor senses white, it will keep going forward until it senses something that is not white. Then it will stop, go backwards and turn right, and it will keep going. While that happens, another program uses the ultrasonic sensor. If the ultrasonic sensor senses it is at most 10 cm away from something, it will shoot using this shooter. Show you what the robot looks like when it's in autonomous mode. So as you can see, it is white, so it will keep going until it senses something that is not white. It will go backwards and turn right. And I'll keep doing that. When it senses that it is less than 10 centimeters away, it will shoot. Now I'm going to show you what the robot looks like in PSP mode. So the PSP consists of many buttons. I use the buttons up, left, up, down, and the triangle button. This button is used for going forward. This button is used for going to steer right. This button is to steer to the left. This button is to go backwards. This button is to shoot. This is the receiver. When I press one of these buttons, it sends a signal to this, which is connected to the NXT. Mr. Wong, this is. And it's going forward, right, left, backwards, and it can shoot.
Can you move on to the next stage, Mr.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, start recording.
Start recording? Okay.
I'm going to show you what it looks like in the PSP program. So here is where we start, and this is a loop. The whole thing is in a loop. So if you press one button, so if it is in a loop, when you press one button, the whole program ends. So we do in a loop. So it's the first switch. If this switch determines that if this button is pressed, then it will move forwards. But if it isn't, it'll move on to this switch, and this switch determines if the down button is pressed. And if it is, it will go backwards, and if it isn't, it goes to this switch, and basically just keeps going on. So it's the left button. If it is pressed, then it will turn left, and if it isn't, it will go into this switch, which determines if the right button is pressed. So if it is, then it will go to this, which makes the robot steer right. If it isn't, it will go to this last one, and this one detects if the triangle button is pressed. If it is, it will shoot. If it isn't, it will stop all motors. Show you what the programs look like. So I'm going to show you the program that the robot uses in autonomous mode first. So it starts here, then it'll go, whole program is in a loop, so it keeps going on and on. So this switch determines if there is something, so if there is something less than 10 centimeters away, it will shoot. So it will, this block makes it stop, the robot stop, and then this will make the robot shoot. Then it will move backwards for one rotation and turn right. So if it doesn't see anything less than 10 centimeters away, then it will move on to this switch, which determines if the surface it is walking on is white. If it is white, then it will keep moving forwards unlimited. If it is not white, then it will stop. Then it will go backwards for one rotation and turn right.